I am live. Hello, everybody. It's 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and I am live. Okay, no one is here yet, but I'm going to share what I wrote down to talk about. Immigration updates for 2021. 2 days ago, we got a new president. Woo-hoo. Joe Biden became our 46th president of the United States. So, with that, naturally, there were different changes and updates to immigration. So, I remember 4 years ago when I was doing a similar video, it was really sad because there was a lot of changes that were not in favor of immigrants. So, we had to talk about it anyway. But today I have better news because 2021 is definitely a good year for immigrants and yeah, a good year to apply for your green card. If you've been restricted before and you couldn't apply, this is your year. All right. There's a lot of changes. Obviously, I'm not going to go into detail about every single one of them. But I found about 5 or 6 things that we'll talk about relating directly to immigrants. There are several changes with other aspects of the government, different improvements relating to COVID and discrimination and just different issues in the society that we, I guess, are concerned about. So, yeah, let's talk about immigration. All right. The first thing I'll talk about is DACA. So DACA is a big area on immigration right now because there are different changes. Well, we all know that during the Trump administration, they tried to end DACA. So that obviously didn't work. So now that DACA is still in existence, it's a big deal because people are just constantly worried, like how are we going to eventually get citizenship, or what's the end of the line for this DACA thing. So in the Biden administration, we know that he's going to really look into DACA and try to preserve and fortify it so that even when he's not president, whoever comes in after him won't be able to just overturn it easily. Because I think after Obama, when he set it up, it was set up in such a way that Trump administration started to wonder if it was legal to do. And I think, there were some questions that weren't answered because it was kind of like rushed at 2021. About 10 years later, almost 10 years later, Biden is making different changes to DACA so that we can preserve it and not lose it, because DACA is important for childhood arrivals, people who came before they were 16. I mean, whenever you come as a child, you really just go with your parents, so you don't really know what's going on. I don't see how it's fair for your parents' decision to affect you like that. So, yeah, DACA is definitely important for dreamers. All right. One quick note about DACA. This is at the end of my note, but I'm going to say it now because it's important for DACA recipients. And if you are one and you're watching me right now, just know that dreamers can now apply for FHA loans. Okay. FHA loans are government loans for you to be able to get a house. So in the past, dreamers could not really get any types of loans. So even though you won't be deported or anything like that, you really would have to pay for everything you have without having a loan from someone, because most of the loans require you to be like a legal resident. So there was that kind of discrepancy there for DACA recipients. But in 2021, you can now get your FHA loan, get your house, start your American dream, and just, settle here with your family and all that good stuff. All right. So take note of that. Okay. Yeah, so that's it for DACA. Just preserving it, fortifying it, and making sure nobody else can remove it in the future. Okay, the biggest news, which I should have said first, but I'm saying it now, is the travel ban. I'm sure you guys have been seeing the news everywhere, different updates on YouTube, CNN, everywhere. The travel ban was the biggest thing affecting immigration throughout the past 4 years. And it was even like it was. I think it started in 2017, and then 2020 it was like they added more countries. So I'm from Nigeria, and Nigeria is one of the countries I always talk about because I get a lot of questions from Nigerians. I guess since I'm Nigerian, so Nigeria was on the list. Nigeria is not primarily a Muslim country, but for different reasons, I think with security and just not being able to verify some of the documents or so from Nigeria, Nigeria ended up being on the ban. And yeah, so that meant what the ban was doing for Nigeria was that people from Nigeria could not apply for immigrant visas. That's visas that can lead you to getting a green card. So they could get visitors visas or student visas or fiance visas, those types of non-immigrant visas that you just come in temporarily and then leave. Because even though a fiance visa is like leading to marriage and then a green card, it's not really an immigrant visa because some people end up coming in here and before 90 days they break up so they don't get married. So that was why people from Nigeria could get that. But now, in the Biden administration, this was done 2 days ago. The executive order says all the Muslim ban is lifted. So all the countries under there, I can only remember like Sudan, Eritrea. The other ones, I just don't remember all 13 of them, but there's 13. I have a video on YouTube somewhere about that. So if you want to find out if your country was on there, I'm sure you already know by now if your country was on there. So if your country was on there, Muslim ban lifted. So now you can apply for your immigrant visas, get united with your family members, and just live your American dream. That's pretty much what many people want. They just want to live in a peaceful society and be able to work, take care of your family, and just have a good life. So now you have the opportunity to do that. And if you applied for an immigrant visa in 2020, like when the ban was instated, I think it was February 2020, if you applied for any visas or anything during that time and got denied, under this new proclamation or executive order, sorry, excuse me, you can definitely have that like reconsidered. So your application that was denied before can get reconsidered and you could get approved now. So keep that in mind. Any denials you had, if you had a lawyer you're working with, contact your lawyer. If you did not have a lawyer you're working with, contact me. My information is all over the place. Find me on Instagram, Marriage Green Card Lawyer. So that's that for the travel ban. It's the biggest news in my opinion because I just know that I got a lot of questions about it in 2020, and families, like people were married, you're really married to your husband, but you can't be together because of that ban. So now you can. So hurry up, hurry up and get your applications in. Okay. I was gonna say because it's gonna take some time, which is typical for USCIS, taking forever. But on here, I have that the new administration is going to work on removing all the delays associated with immigration. Like, it's just ridiculous. I mean, people wait for years, like 7 years, to get a decision on an application. That should not be happening. So either whatever the reason was, I don't know that it was a lot of applicants. I think it was just maybe not enough staff that was causing the delays, or just I know with the pandemic there was a lot of things going on there. So, but whatever the case was, the Biden administration is they are definitely going to tackle that. They will look into all the visas that are pending. Maybe if you like for, let's say, work visas, they have like a certain cap, and usually they don't even meet that cap. So there's going to be so many visas they can recapture and just add to the pool and make it like a larger pool and allow a lot of people to apply and then just get that moving, because the eligibility requirements would be clear. People would know what they need to do to pretty much get each visa. To just be straightforward. In the past administration, things were not straightforward. It was just different hoops, and just making it hard. So I'm just super excited, you guys. I don't know, as an immigration attorney, it was just tough because I could tell my client something today, and then next thing you know, the rule will change. Like Trump was just doing whatever the heck he wanted. So that was stressful on immigration attorneys. So I'm definitely thankful that things have changed and for the better, and I can help you solve your problems even easier and get you whatever kind of benefit that you qualify for quicker. So that's great. Yes, I think the next thing I was going to talk about was, this is not really a executive order or anything like that. This was just something I saw when I was reading the memorandum. Biden said we will stop using the term alien, and start using non-citizen instead of alien. You know how before anyone, even a green card holder, is like a resident alien. So I think the term alien just makes it sound so foreign and makes it really just not cool. So now it's non-citizen instead of alien. I think that's better. Meaning the same thing if you're just not a U.S. citizen, if you're a green card holder, or you just undocumented, you're just a non-citizen, period. There's no illegal immigrants. Or just trying to group people, because all that grouping just causes discriminations and just a problem. And yeah, so that's great. What else did I have on here? Oh yeah, something about the border and the wall that Trump, that was practically his whole campaign, build that wall. So the issue here is not whether the wall is necessary or whether immigration should just be like the border shouldn't be protected. The issue was how much was being spent on that wall. Like, what are we doing? There's people in America who have needs, poor, sick, and then we had a pandemic, and then we're still spending money on a wall when there are other ways to control immigration without spending so much money. It's better ways to check and vet people who are coming in, because the whole point of immigration from the beginning was to protect U.S. soil and make sure that whoever is coming in is not a threat to America, and so on and so forth. So that's the whole point of immigration. And if we can do that without spending trillions, even though he was saying Mexico will pay for it, I mean, I don't even know that all the details, but I know for sure that Mexico was not paying for it. And that was just causing the American people more money. So he's definitely going to pause that, revisit the whole issue, and see what's going on there. Because there are better ways to make sure that people come in safely and the people already in here are safe than doing all of that. So definitely a great thing. What else was I going to talk about? Okay, librarians. All right, librarians. So there was this special thing last year. It started in January 2020 for librarians to protect them from deportation, especially if you came in within a certain time. There's certain parameters about that. I think I made a video about that. Not sure. Maybe I just posted about it. I don't know. But just check out my YouTube channel anyway. Maybe I did talk about it. But whatever the case may be, that whole protection for librarians was supposed to end December 20th. December 30th, 2020. That was the deadline. If you don't apply, but you're getting deported and all that. But now the Biden administration came and extended that to June 30th, 2022, giving all the Liberians who are in the US opportunity to file for their green card. Because the criteria was pretty, straightforward. You have to be a Liberian, haven't been here for a certain amount of time, and be currently in the US, and then you just apply to adjust your status. It was pretty straightforward. So contact me to talk about that. I'm not really sure of all the details because I literally did only one of that type of application last year because I didn't meet a lot of Liberians. But if you're a Liberian and you want to get your green card, definitely get in touch to find out if you do qualify. Before now, there's an extension, so you can still do it because if without the Biden administration, by now, 2021, it would have been too late. Okay, you'd have probably had to go. But now you can stay. Everybody can stay. We're going to make this work. We're going to get our legal immigration, get everything that you qualify for, and live happily ever after. The end. Yeah, I think that's all I had pretty much. It's just been day 2 of the new presidency, so I know that things will keep unfolding as the weeks go by, and there'll be more to talk about. I would really love if I could go live every Friday to just kind of do a recap of the week or something, but I don't know yet. I just kind of decided today just because everyone's been talking about immigration reforms. I was like, okay, I'm going to say something about it. Later on next week, I'll post a video about the documents you need for a marriage-based green card and what are the signs of financial abuse. I had those videos lined up for you guys this week, but then we had the election and it's just been like a party in the world. Not just in the US, everyone around the world is just, excited about the new things that are about to happen for us. And I'm excited. Everyone's excited. So definitely I didn't complete my editing and we'll just post it next week. So if you're watching, subscribe, notification bell so you can know when I post those videos. Very important stuff. I focus mainly on marriage-based green card. So I'm always talking about what you need for that type of application. So if you are applying for your marriage-based green card, make sure you're subscribed to my channel for sure, because you will definitely find out information that's going to be helpful for your application. And yeah, let's get it. Okay. I don't really see the people who are attending right now. I don't know if I'm supposed to click somewhere else to see it, but thank you all for being here. It's not a lot of people, but I know it was just kind of like short notice and just all over the place, but I'll still post this on YouTube and I will try to go live more often. So tell your friends, share my videos. Just let's reach the world, okay? Everyone needs to hear this stuff. Let's reach the world. And you help me do that by sharing my stuff and commenting and liking it. And YouTube likes that stuff and it's just great, okay? Thank you again for being here. And I think my time is up. I was going to sing a song on here. I didn't even think anyone was going to be here. So I was going to sing a song. But I think I'll just save that for later. I'll sing and post it on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram. And yeah, it's that song by Simone, somebody, that it's a new dawn, it's a new life for me. That song. I love that song. I've been seeing people like write about it, I guess, because it's a new dawn for real. Like now in the Biden administration, it's a new day. Like everything, people's faces are just like different. The countenance of the world is just different. And that's just great. So I'm going to sing. I'm a lawyer that sings. Singing is one of my hobbies. So I'm going to sing about that and just entertain you guys. Okay? Well, thanks for joining my live. Catch this video on YouTube if you missed the live. And join me maybe next week. I'll just be updating you whenever I'm going to go live. But yeah, that's why subscribing is definitely important. All right. Have a great Friday, great evening, wherever you are around the world. Thank you, and see you next time. All right. End stream. Did that even work? Ew.